All right. Now that you have just watched or just re-listened to the major speech, we are going to start our thinking steps with analyzing the development of theme. Remember, step one is to choose a theme of the text. In order to do that, we have to make sure we look at our hashtag gist to kind of get an understanding of what we're talking about. So we have hashtag wisdom for you, hashtag our lives are miserable, hashtag man is the problem, hashtag if I can read this hashtag man consumes without producing, hashtag when you are no use, man will get rid of you. So men are gonna get rid of you. Hashtag rebel, let's get rid of man instead. Hashtag men are enemies, animals are friends. Hashtag the commandments, animals cannot become men. Hashtag dream song, Beast of England. This is basically our kumbaya period. So some important things that I pointed out with our gist is we know that we are talking about how man needs to be overthrown. Men are terrible, they're enemies. We know that a solution to that problem, or actually man is the problem, the solution is overthrowing man. We know that animals are friends and we need to be unified together. So we are all wanting freedom. So now we're kind of into the idea of what is the theme. Mr. Muniz is going to share our theme right now.
So the theme that we're looking at here is freedom from tyranny leads to a better life and it's worth working for. All right? If you don't have someone who's making your life hard, then you can live a happier life and it's worth risking rebellion, right? So the whole speech is Major trying to tell everyone animals could work together and we could be free together. So that's what's happening in this text. But also, this is a theme because it's a big idea. And it's saying if someone is being mean to you on purpose and trying to make your life really hard, you want to be free from that person. You don't want to be under control of someone who is being cruel to you. And that's our theme that we're going to be looking at in this chapter.
All right, perfect. So we just did step one and we figured out our theme.
Based on the hashtag gist that Ms. Smith read with us.
All right, guys. So remember, we just did step one. We chose a theme in the text. Now we are doing step two. We're going to think about when and how this theme was introduced. We're going to look for clues in the dialogue. That means in the speech. Remember, we are in major speech. So most likely this is where our theme is going to be. Also can look at descriptions, settings, or symbols. But since we're talking about major speech and this is his speech, we're going to find it in the dialogue. So this is the part where we find that the speech is first introduced, or this theme is first introduced, because he's talking about man and overthrowing man. Overthrowing them. Yeah, I was right. And overthrowing man. And we know that our theme is freedom from tyranny. We want freedom from the cruel power of man. So here he says, their comrades is the answer to all of our problems. It is summed up in a single word, man. Man is the only real enemy we have. Remove man from the scene and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. So this is going to be where our theme is first introduced. Remember, when we think about this step, we're thinking about our theme, what it is, and where we first found this theme. Theme is freedom from tyranny. This is the first time we see any kind of information about how we want freedom from man. That's step two. Go.
So now we're going to gather evidence, which is step three. We're going to look for evidence of our theme in the text. So let's go back and let's reread these pages. So this is the first part that talks about To overthrow tyranny, you have to get rid of man. And this is the part that's saying rebellion is how you get your freedom back. Okay, that's one piece of evidence. Evidence 2 is man is the greedy one. All men are enemies because they're just using animals to get money and to profit off of animals because they don't care about animals. Men are enemy. Evidence number 3. You have to be careful, okay? We have to overthrow man. This is what this part is saying, but we cannot act like men because they are the enemies and we're animals. We're better than them. So we're going to be fair and take over what we deserve. We're not going to act like men. So those are our 3 pieces of evidence that we're going to use.
All right, we are now in our step 4 of our thinking steps. Step 4 says to analyze how the theme develops from beginning to the end. So we are literally just going to put step by step how this theme was developed. We know first that Major began his speech. He started his speech. That's the first thing we saw. Second, he went and he expressed how the animals were miserable. So we learned a lot about how they were living miserable lives. Third, he states that they're miserable because of man. Man is the problem, and we shall overthrow man, and that will solve the problem. Man is the problem. Our solution is overthrowing them. After that, guess what? Our theme was developed. We know that our theme is freedom from tyranny is worth fighting for. So after he talked about overthrowing man, he got into our theme, that freedom from tyranny is worth fighting for. Lastly, the last thing he did, the 5th thing he did, is he gave us several pieces of evidence to solidify his theme. He's trying to let us know that this is the theme. We need this freedom. These are plenty of reasons why we need this freedom. So we just got through doing step 4 of our thinking steps, figuring out how the theme was developed.
All right, so we analyzed theme with you. So now we want you to practice analyzing theme. So you're gonna go into Beast of England, Major's song. You're gonna identify the big idea. You're gonna study how it's developed using your steps, same thinking steps. And you can restate step 1 and step 2 from our practice together before we get started.
And I just want you to acknowledge the meme because I believe in you. So go get him, Tiger.